Today on ELN Morning.
Students speaking up. A silent exhibit has students talking about mental health and more.
The man behind the mascot. We wish the Phoenix a happy birthday and meet the first big red bird.
A sweet return. Sweet Signature's fall concert is just in time for homecoming.
Today, November 4th, 2021.
This is ELN Morning.
Good morning and welcome to ELN Morning. I'm Naomi Washington.
And I'm Caitlin Rundle. Thank you for waking up with us.
Well, alumni across the country are stuffing their suitcases and making their final preparations this morning as they get ready to return for this upcoming homecoming weekend. And the university's Office of Alumni tells us they're estimating around 2,000 ELN alums are coming back this weekend. Caitlin, are you looking forward to seeing people who you knew?
I am. You know, I have a couple friends coming back who I haven't seen since May, so I'm very excited to see them and catch up with them. How about you?
I'm excited for the tailgating, the networking, all of that. And while some are traveling back home from afar, others don't have to travel at all. Our Haley Phelps spoke to alumni who now work on campus.
I have the privilege of knowing ELN in a lot of different capacities, and for me it has led to every opportunity that I've had in my life.
2012 alum Shanna Van Beek loved ELN so much that she came back to work at the Global Education Center. Van Beek says that while the physical campus has changed since she graduated, its values are still the same.
It's all about the students at the end of the day, so that hasn't changed and that won't change. But what has changed is we have new buildings.
ELN Professor of Human Service Studies Monica Burney graduated in 2003 and says she cherishes her opportunity to make the ELN student experience just as meaningful as her own.
I grew up here and I added value to my life experience here. Being able to come back and offer that same experience and that same value to students means the world to me.
Bernie believes homecoming is a great time to be both an alumna and a professor because she gets to reconnect with old students and friends.
It can be a really beautiful occasion when you come back. What I find is that the young alumni have a great time and the older alumni have a great time. It's a like really sweet spot when you're young and you're like, oh my God, I'm so excited to see you. And then when the older alumni are like, man, it's like they're reliving the best memories of their lives.
Both Bernie and Van Beek have special memories of past homecomings and are excited for those who are returning to campus this weekend. Haley Phelps, ELN Morning.
We'll have more homecoming coverage all throughout the show and complete coverage throughout the weekend on elonnewsnetwork.com.
Today begins the celebration of Diwali, a Hindu holiday that celebrates good over evil. ELN senior Shrija Shah celebrates with her family every year. Though she's used to fireworks, prayers, and a festival of lights at home, she's attended every campus celebration of Diwali during her time at ELN. She says it gives her a different perspective.
Anyone can just come and they're celebrating, and it's awesome that they're learning about the culture, but they're not coming for the religious aspect of it, whereas at home it's a lot more prayer oriented, and we're celebrating because we've grown up celebrating this.
Shaw will be performing with Sirtal, an Indian dance club she and her friends started this year, at ELN's Diwali celebration next Wednesday. She encourages anyone despite their faith to attend ELN's celebration and those in Raleigh today.
Course registration for winter and spring term begins tomorrow morning, beginning with standing seniors. Splitting up sign-up times by credits and then one's last name is not changing anytime soon, according to senior registration official Alexander Taylor.
Students that will be graduating earlier should be able to get access to the courses that they need to compared to a first-year student with no credits, that they have more time if they aren't able to get into the classes that they need to.
ELN freshman Abby Griffin says she feels at a disadvantage because she came in with no previous credits.
It's really stressful coming into ELN, having to really do it on your own for the first part. Obviously, I have an academic advisor helping me, but just doing the whole process, it's really stressful.
When students register for classes next fall, they'll be using a whole new system, and for more on that, visit elonnewsnetwork.com.
This week's End Silence Packing exhibit was designed to have students start talking about suicide awareness, but it also got them talking about mental health and class attendance. In response to the university's social media posts of the event, Junior Kennedy Boston says professors should consider being more flexible about attendance to allow students to take the mental health days they need. Currently, the university leaves it up to departments to make their own attendance policies.
Moving away from a punitive attendance policy as an entire university, and I think that has to come from top down. And I understand that you have to encourage your students to come to class some way, but I think that's where we have to start questioning, well, why do we have to be so punitive?
Even though Boston says there's more that can be done, freshman James Hemingway says the new Timely Care program is helpful.
I did find the text, the chat thing, to be really nice, because I know that is a big thing coming up in therapy, online services where it's an immediate feedback. So I do agree that was definitely a good short-term solution.
To learn how to access Timely Care, visit our website, elonnewsnetwork.com.
And coming up, we met the first ever Elon Phoenix.
That's it's over in the corner and whatever, but
Welcome to the Carolina Renaissance Festival. Huzzah!
There's magic and merriment.
Endless entertainment.
And delicious food.
The Renaissance Festival is something we come back to every year. We have a great time with our family.
The costumes, the festivities, the food, just the environment for the family is really great.
And the shopping is wonderful.
I think we'll come again and again, and next time we'll bring more family and more friends with us.
Print your tickets online at renfestinfo.com or purchase at Harris Teeter stores region-wide.
This time 21 years ago, Brad Caldwell became a famous figure on Elon's campus as the very first Phoenix mascot. Caldwell was offered the spot during his junior year and made his debut outside of Alumni Gym, where he hatched from a giant egg.
There's just so many fun memories attached to, and I don't think about it that often. That's it's over in the corner and, whatever. But no, I love my Elon days. Very grateful.
Caldwell won't be attending homecoming this year, but says Elon holds some of his favorite memories and people.
Catch the fire.
Read more about the Phoenix's 21st birthday. Pick up a copy of next week's Pendulum. Well, Caitlin, it was cold today.
Yes, I was walking out of my house this morning. I had to grab my heavier jacket. It is definitely getting colder out there.
Yeah, and here to tell us about it and joining us live under the oaks is our Betsy Schlehuber. Betsy, good morning to you.
Good morning, everybody. It is really cold out today, and it's only going to get up to about 46 degrees today with a low of 32 in the evening, so I highly suggest that you bundle up. And now on to our Phoenix 5-day forecast. On Friday, to kick off homecoming weekend, there'll be a high of 56 degrees with a low of 31. And on Saturday, there's going to be a high of 57 with a low of 34. And on Sunday, to end homecoming weekend, there will be a high of 61 and a low of 34. And on Monday, to kick off our work week, there will be a high of 69 degrees with a low of 39 degrees. And then Tuesday, there will be a high of 74 degrees with a low of 44 degrees. So as the week goes on, the temperatures are going to improve, which is probably a good thing. That was your Phoenix 5-day forecast. Now back to Naomi and Caitlin in the studio.
Betsy Schluber, live under the oaks. Thank you so much.
President to talk homecoming and more.
I'll be right back.
Hi. You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case.
if you're probably sober, then why would you do that? Good choice.
Probably okay isn't okay. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
That's a full glass of wine. I'll be chatting you later.
Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, one of 9 organizations in the National Pan-Hellenic Council on campus, is celebrating 40 years on ELN's campus during homecoming this weekend. The Omicron Iota chapter was chartered in May of 1981 and became the first Black Greek letter organization on campus. Our Chloe Franklin spoke to members about this milestone.
I feel like I can accomplish anything in a way because I am a Delta, because that was such a huge accomplishment for me, being a first-gen college student and then being a first-gen Greek as well.
Brianna Nobles, who graduated in May, joined ELN's chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated during her last year at ELN. She said that being a part of a smaller sorority on campus spoke to Black excellence.
We've got sisters who, are working to become doctors, and we're working in the financial sector, who are teachers, and it's so diverse in the things that we go on to do. And it's just so amazing to say they came from OR. Like, look at all these amazing things that these girls are doing, and they crossed OR.
ELN Senior and Vice President of the Omicron Iota chapter, Yakila Little, joined the sorority last year. She says she is filled with joy being part of this sorority in a predominantly white institution.
We brag about it. It's truly something to brag about. 40 years being on a PWI's campus, being the first Black Greek letter organization. It's something that, again, we take great pride in.
Little says the organization continues to search for ways to improve, and the ELN chapter has a lot of potential.
In the year that I've been in the organization, Delta has done so many things, and there's no telling what is going to happen by the time I graduate, what Delta will have its name on.
Nobles and Little say they are excited to reconnect with alumni from the organization this weekend. Chloe Franklin, ELN Morning.
Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated will be hosting an Alumni Awards brunch and alumni tailgate this weekend, among other anniversary events. Details for those can be found on the ELN Homecoming website.
You just heard a preview of Sweet Signature's fall concert tomorrow night, and now joining us live in the studio is President Marley Vidmar.
Marley, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So we know that your concert is coming up this weekend, and it's homecoming, so how do you think homecoming will affect the turnout?
I'm hoping it brings in a lot of people. We're hoping to have quite a few alumni come back. We're performing at an alumni event the morning of our concert, so we're hoping to see a bigger turnout from the bigger crowd coming in.
And since you guys are the oldest female a cappella group on campus, what are you guys expecting to see as far as alumni? Are you expecting some former members to come and visit you guys?
Absolutely, the seniors who graduated last year, and there's a couple of alumni who live pretty close in Raleigh, Durham, Charlotte area, so we're hoping to see them as well.
And what are you looking forward to most?
I'm hoping for it to all come together. It's a long process, especially this year coming back from COVID, so I'm just excited to have a very polished, finished product.
How long have you guys been rehearsing for?
Since before school started, so this summer, which is quite a long time now.
Yeah. Wow, well, amazing. We're looking forward to seeing it, seeing you guys in concert again.
Tickets being sold today and tomorrow in the Mosley Student Center. The concert starts at 8 p.m. tomorrow night in Whitley Auditorium.
Well, that's all the news we have for you this morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
For all the news you need to know, visit our website, elnnewsnetwork.com.
And keep up with us on social media at ELN News Network.
Have a safe and happy weekend, ELN, and happy homecoming.